Hey everybody, I just wanted to make this really quick video. Listen, you're about to, you may or may not have heard about it, but Charisma Magazine has proven themselves to be very juvenile, very idiotic. They're freaking tabloid, and they've decided to publish this negative article against Apostle David E. Taylor. But the beautiful thing is that we got so much empirical evidence showing how this is a conspiracy that they're going to feel so idiotic for even doing this. Like we've been showing posting stuff on Facebook about this gentleman by the name of Rick Frazier. Let me go ahead and run that down to you. Rick Frazier is the ex-wife, ex-wife, the ex-husband of a guy or of a young lady who's a part of the ministry. His daughter, as well as this lady, their daughter, was healed of a rare autoimmune disease. You've seen her testimony, Katie Frazier, all over Facebook, right? Healed of a very rare autoimmune disease at one of Apostle Taylor's healing meetings. And this is one of the points that I want to drive home. If God is really healing people, then why would you want to stop that? At any rate, his wife decided to give a very large sum of money to the ministry. He got angry because he's racist. He asked her and the kid, why would you give that money to that black man? He's also homosexual. He's angry that Apostle Taylor speaks out against this principality of homosexuality in our generation. Because he's a rich and influential man. He has gone as far as to spend in 1 month $90,000 on Google ads to promote negative propaganda about Apostle Taylor, even to manipulate the search query so that his negative propaganda about the man of God comes up first whenever you Google his name. So now you understand how come that when you Google his name, negative stuff pops up first. Take that. But backing up, he's gone as far as to make bomb threats to this ministry. He's gone as far as to write and spray paint on the side of one of Apostles' churches out in Washington, KKK symbols. This guy is a racist, and he's a complete idiot to think that he can stop what God is doing with this ministry. What's been so funny is, since the video dropped in 2015, the ministry's actually expanded. It's actually grown, but the Bible talks about that. It talks about how the more that the Egyptians persecuted the children of Israel, how the more they grew, how the more they multiplied and increased in number. So it's actually biblical that whenever people start acting like an idiot towards you when you're really doing something for God, that God will still increase you despite. And that's what we're witnessing here. Listen, let me say this. You guys need to stop being so doggone gullible. You need to stop being so doggone high schoolish, childish, jumping on a bandwagon just because somebody got something crazy to say about a man or a woman of God. All of you idiots trying to act like the mall cops of ministry. Your job is to expose people and stuff like that. First off, I've noticed that most of the people who criticize Apostle Taylor, they ain't got no power. I'm talking about the ministers that be doing that. And it's like, dude, get a life. Like, go fast. You know what I'm saying? Go get some power in your life before you speak against them. But jumping back into this thing with Charisma Magazine, it's really sad, but that they would even stoop this low. But the beautiful thing is that the man of God has every email that Rick Frazier actually sent to them, the emails that they've sent back, asking for his help on this expose. It's really sad that they even did this, because they decided to do this in the middle of a $20,000 contract that they had made with the man of God. They were sweating him for a year trying to get his business. He finally goes into a year contract with him, and then they renege on him whenever Rick Frazier reaches out to him speaking negatively about the ministry. This is foolish on their part. Ain't no telling how God is going to handle Charisma Magazine. Ain't no telling how this thing is going to play out if these people don't repent. But the biggest thing is that we wanted to make sure that we got to you guys and let you know that you're about to see one of the most sophisticated strikes against this kind of nonsense and foolishness that goes on in our generation. The cool thing is that, you know, man, Apostle Taylor, he's a man of war. He's built for this kind of stuff. He got all of his ducks in a row, and this is necessary. That this kind of stuff needs to be exposed, because this is not of God. Charisma is not behaving like Christians. They're acting like a bunch of Pharisees, Sadducees, and scribes, a bunch of hypocrites. Even before they did this, and the man of God heard about it, he even sent word to me. He's like, listen, y'all, you know, like, let's sit down, let's talk, you know, know, you guys want to do something crazy like this. Like, we were in business. Like, I was actually, you know, paying you guys. You guys actually sweat me to get a contract with me. We were in business, and now you're going to destroy this relationship because you have some kind of allegiance to Rick Frazier. I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't be surprised if some kind of Freemasonry involved. There, I said it. But the point is that it's a conspiracy against God and what he's doing in our generation. The biggest reason why we're making this video is that stop and think about all of the people who died, who could have been at the crusade against cancer, who God's power could have touched to change their lives. Stop and think about people who are still on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Families that have broken up, children that have been kidnapped, that could have been helped had they gotten in contact with this ministry. This is the kind of miracles that this ministry that we see here on a daily basis. God is moving here. God is going to continue to move here. And it is idiotic to try to come up against this, man. You know, God completely apprehended my life in 2015. The Lord Jesus appeared to me in a dream. He told me that he was going to stand on stage with Apostle Taylor the very next night, and he did. This was caught on photo by a skeptical woman out in the crowd. Listen, God's completely apprehended my life. I stand with Apostle David E. Taylor. Y'all need to get some sense. You need to just, you know what I'm saying? If you can talk this crazy on the internet, don't be an internet thug. Come to one of the meetings. Check out what God is doing. But the biggest thing is just stop being so easily deceived by stuff that you see on the internet. A lot of you guys get on my nerves who I know personally because y'all got degrees. Like, you're supposed to be more academic than this. And you're so gullible. But that's how we know that the spirit is involved. But God is about to expose that and a whole bunch of other stuff. And I'm excited to be a part of this. Listen, man, if you need prayer, you need to call into the ministry. God is going to touch you. The enemy doesn't want you to know about Apostle Taylor. He don't want you to know about Face to Face because the devil wants to stop your relationship from God, with your relationship with God from growing. Don't allow that to happen. 1-877-843-4567. I'll yell at you later. Bye.